All right, I am putting a very decadent spin on mac and cheese. And combining, or should I say mashing up the mac and cheese with one of my favorite soups ever. Wonder Twins power, activate.
Form of
my French onion soup, mac and cheese.
You got to be over 40 to know that
Exactly,
reference.
that's cool.
I love Wonder Twins.
It, right? But hey, that's what we're doing, right? Today's all about kind of just, it starts with an idea.
Yeah.
And then you practice it and you execute and it turns out really well. So this will be delicious food. And as Katie said, maybe shocking.
Yes.
I need you to do these breadcrumbs, which is starting with a French baguette that we pulverize lightly in a food processor. I want it like chunky like this, right?
Okay.
This is gonna be our, as Jeffrey calls it, a crouton.
A crouton.
To put on top, of course, that crock that we melt the Gruyere on. We're gonna, we're stick to the fundamentals of French onion soup, and this is gonna help us do this.
Okay.
So I want these toasted golden brown plus.
Golden brown plus.
In butter, okay? Next, of course, you can't have French onion soup without the onions. So I got my little cast iron enameled Dutch oven here, a good amount of butter, and some onions. We're gonna slowly cook this down. I like to salt it to the end just to naturally caramelize all that sugar within, the fibers of this onion. When we get there, we're gonna add a little salt, a little sugar. And after about 45 minutes, 50 minutes, again, we're stirring very sporadically, not all the time. You don't wanna sit here and hover over it. You need to let the heat do the work on the onions, maybe a little splash of water here and there to break up that fond on the bottom and kind of reintroduce that color and flavor within the onions. But then this is what we're left with.
Do you know who invented this French onion soup?
Who invented it?
A French
Napoleon.
person, right?
Almost.
Who?
Louis XV.
Oh, my guy.
Oh, so
He
it's
went
been
to
around
his
a long
cupboard,
time.
and all he found were three things: onions, butter, and champagne.
This is amazing. Well, we don't have champagne, but we do have sherry. Very
I like
necessary
sherry,
ingredients.
too.
Give you that sweetness, that booziness, and fresh thyme, which is also an integral part of this.
Yes,
That's
it is.
going in there. We are gonna deglaze, making sure, right? This is when that wooden spoon comes in handy and you scrape up all this stuff on the bottom, bring it to a simmer. Just kind of let that alcohol cook out of the sherry. Now, this is not sherry vinegar. This is dry sherry. A lot of times people have trouble finding it in the grocery store, but it's usually in the wine section. So you gotta ask your guy.
I cook with sherry all the time in Montalado. It's really great.
Right?
Beautiful flavor.
So
It's like
great
a nutty
flavor.
flavor.
I love it. Nothing
Slightly
really,
oxidized.
yeah,
Nutty
right?
flavor.
Almost, it's a fortified wine. Now we're gonna start making our cheesy mac base, okay? We've done strictly French onion from here and to this point. So now I start always, I love this, right? Evaporated milk right from the can.
Oh, you love the evaporated milk vibe. I
just
love that too.
a gooey. It's so much more stable, and you can really add any cheese you want to it, and it'll stay gooey. And that's what I want. I don't like a baked mac and cheese that is like bready and starchy and rigid. I want it weeping, right? You've made, plenty of mac and cheese.
A million mac and cheeses.
Meal mac and cheese. And
There's so many ways to start the base, but I love an evaporated milk start. I love a roux start.
Yep.
A bechamel, obviously. I also even do like a raw bechamel that comes together in the oven. I love a heavy cream start with no roux. So just however you get me to mac and cheese, I'm there.
Well, according to legend, this is all Louis XV had. He had some evaporated milk in the can. So we're gonna add a good quantity of Gruyere cheese in there, some Dijon mustard, right? Couple splashes of that hot sauce,
Oh.
You want?
right? Salt. And I don't wanna boil this, right? I just want this on very low. And then last but not least, the famous
Get it in there.
imported
Block
from
of
France.
That's imported
Our
from,
not Havarti.
imported from the shelf-stable aisle in the grocery store.
I
This is-
believe in this.
This is it. You're gonna taste the Gruyere, but you're gonna feel this melting cheese in there. We all know it comes in that foil block.
It belongs.
So we're just gonna gently kind of let the heat, we're not gonna simmer this. We don't wanna break up the proteins and separate the fats from the proteins. And if you go aggressively with this, you're gonna break it. And we want it smooth and emulsified. So we're gonna melt this. And I was told by various award-winning producers here at the kitchen that French onion is trending hard.
Oh,
It is, it is.
hardcore.
Oh, yeah.
Hardcore.
Oh, yeah.
Grilled cheese.
We did
Wait,
a
show
dip.
of
I did a
hands.
French onion dip.
Who has French onion soup crocs at home that are just for French onion soup?
Oh, do you really?
Yes.
Wow.
That's deep.
Yeah, because it's like a Moscow Mule. You need the conveyance to make you feel like you're actually having
Conveyance.
Yeah, you need
Love
it.
that
That
word.
crock. I also use it for like queso dip every once in a
Oh, yeah,
while.
you gotta do it.
Yeah. But I mean,
What are some
always
other
French
things you
onion.
can, French onion?
soup.
A French onion burger.
Yeah.
So I put the French
Like a Swiss
onion
burger.
soup, the seasoning into the burger meat, make the patty, then put the caramelized onions on top, the Gruyere cheese. It makes a great burger.
There's so many different conveyances, edible conveyances for
Yeah.
Gruyere and
Oh, give me a bread
caramelized
bowl
onions.
anyway. Any day, I'll take it.
Or
Yeah.
a bread bowl
What?
of French
A
onion
sourdough?
in a bread bowl.
Heck yeah.
Oh, that would be good.
I'll take it.
I love when I see a French onion soup on a menu in a bistro. That salad, glass of wine, done.
Done. It is so good, right?
I'm the same way, 2 glasses of wine.
Done. I'm the same way, 2 bottles of wine. With
Are you
that
going
first.
white or red?
I'm the same way.
red,
One
big,
keg of beer.
Yeah,
Shut
one
the
keg of
top.
beer.
Big
One of those little
Amarone.
mini ones.
I like a really ice cold glass of white with it.
Ooh.
All right, this is just starting to melt, as you see.
Oh,
Things are
yeah.
happening. Now we need
going,
our
it's
noodle,
going.
our macaroni for the mac and cheese, and that is some cavatappi.
Come on,
We love
cavatappi
it.
in the building.
Right in there.
Ah.
Take it off the heat when all that cheese is melting. We're gonna stir this up. Sunny has toasted our crouton from the French baguette with some butter, and it's crispy. We got some dark bits in there. We got some golden brown bits.
Yep.
And remember, I had that lovely cheese sauce with the Gruyere, the melting cheese, right? The evaporated milk, some hot sauce Dijon. We're ready to go.
Okay,
Al
come on.
dente cavatappi pasta.
Yeah, 'cause it's gonna cook again.
Sonny, I'm gonna hold it. If you can help me
Yeah.
do a little cavatappi
Yeah,
ranch
I
here.
got you.
Now we can see.
Oh.
There, yeah, break your arm, Jeff.
Oh man, the old watermelon slice
Wow,
method
that
here.
looks
Yeah,
so
yeah,
good, so creamy.
So creamy, and that's what we did, right?
That Gruyere.
Gruyere is everything, man. One of my favorite melting cheeses. Now comes the layering to make this a true French onion style something.
Layer it.
Okay? So we got our breadcrumbs, our mise en place is ready. First things first, our onions.
Okay,
Caramelized
caramelized onions.
A layer of that. It's crazy, I know, but we can get kind of all these evenly kind of spaced out. Get a couple dollops on there and we can smooth it out. Yeah, look at that, guys.
Okay,
Nice
Wow,
even
Jeff.
layer, right? Now you're like, oh, what happens, right? So we got our creamy soup base. We got
I
our
know what
onions.
happens.
Now we take
Oh, I know.
all-
Oh,
Crunch,
yeah.
crunch.
crunch, 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 crunch.
I think it's revolutionary to put bread with pasta.
Well,
Oh, I
We put the
love a
toasted
breadcrumb
breadcrumbs
topping
on
on a mac
pasta.
and cheese.
Yeah,
it's
but
on,
this is
90% of all mac and cheeses have some kind of
Yes.
breadcrumb.
No,
on
but
it.
this is
Growing up, my
different.
mom would have big old boulders of breadcrumbs.
Yeah, sliced
This is
baguette.
controversial,
Toast.
Jeff. You gonna put the cheese over the bread? I just worked so hard
Well,
on the crunch,
no,
Jeff.
that's
You
the
would
thing.
in the French onion
Yeah.
soup, the cheese goes
Yeah,
on top.
goes on
That's
top.
true. The little crouton of bread that's floating and
There
it's
we
soggy.
go. Is it? I mean, I know it's a 4-component soup that we've all had and made 40 versions, but
Yeah.
can we visualize it now?
Yes,
Can we
I can.
Move
I
on.
got it.
All right. It's a mashup, guys.
That's going to be
okay?
heavy.
So now this is going in the oven, 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. So it gets all bubbly, it sets up, and then we're gonna hit it with a little broil method like we would sometimes, obviously if you brulee the top of a French onion soup or do it in the broiler, you got a salamander, that's when you wanna do it. We're gonna let that chill out for 1 second. We're so close, guys, I promise.
So
All right, Jim,
close.
this should really go into the pantheon of kitchen mashup dishes.
Uh-oh.
And we've made some great ones. So let's see how well we know some of our own recipes
Uh-oh.
with a round of mashup or made up. Okay.
Oh.
Did we make a pierogi pizza?
Yes.
No.
I did it.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
wait, okay. See, I won't remember what I've done,
remember
so
that.
I
Yeah,
guess
I
we
remember
can't.
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, there it
We
is.
did it.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
it is.
I
Wait,
remember
was there
that.
pierogi on top?
No. So I put the mashed potatoes and the
so it's sour
cheese and the
cream.
onions,
Oh,
the
I'm
sour
thinking it's
cream
pierogies.
drizzle.
I thought there were
yeah.
like honking pierogies on there.
Yeah.
All right, next up, did we make a maxania?
Yes.
I think
don't
I made a
so.
lasagna.
Yes, you did.
You did?
Yeah, I believe I
I don't
did.
remember
Yeah,
that
There it
at all.
is.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember that was good.
I got no recollection of that. How about this one? Dill pickle bread.
No,
No.
that's a fugazi.
I don't know, Jeff. Didn't
I don't
you
know,
do
but
some
it
bread?
sounds good.
Didn't
No.
you do some bread right after 2020? Because everybody was making bread.
I make
I did
dill
that,
bread
like,
at home, but
that
I've
banana
made
bread,
dill
the
pickle
peanut butter
bread.
bread.
All right, so
No.
it's fake. No.
All right, that one is made up. All right, last one. Banana bread hummus
Please
No.
tell me it was made up.
was real.
Did
It's
I
from
do
the
that?
Mix Up Your Meals episode. That was one that came out of the kitchen test kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
so
yeah.
none of
None of
us
us
take
can
credit.
take
Thank
credit
you.
for
Oh,
that.
do you smell it? You smell
Oh, I
it?
smell it.
You smell the brew?
I
I
do.
smell the
I
The Gruyere is coming out.
do. Jeff, I got it closed. I'll close it for you. I got you.
Oh my
Got it?
goodness.
I think it got
yes.
bigger and heavier.
Yeah.
Ah.
Look at that.
I wish you all at home could smell that because the Gruyere cheese
It's
is
funky.
permeating
It's
the
really
air.
funky, Jeff. I gotta
We
be
are
honest.
in a French bistro about to have some French
smells-
onion soup.
Now, another
Delicious.
way you can spin this to make it your own is to do it in actual crocks and
that would be great.
Right,
do
individual
What a great
servings.
idea.
You can even ramekin yourself
Or
if
even
you
like
cared
a
to.
creme brulee.
This piece
Yeah.
right
pan,
here,
right?
though.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff Mauro has done it again.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Look at this is so
Look
impressive.
at the cheese.
Wow.
Oh, here we go.
Wow.
Let's go.
Wow.
Oh, that's hanging on. That's that
Come
French
on,
cheese
son.
bowl.
Come on, come on.
Oh man,
Come on.
bro,
I got 9.5
that's about 14 feet, I
I
think.
got 9.5 seconds on the pull.
Everything's
Listen,
bigger on TV.
No
That
garnish.
was good.
Like, you only did Gruyere. I have to tell you, I think sometimes the reason I mix cheeses, especially when I get to Fontina Gruyere land, is because of the funk. I just need to
it's
mirror
hot.
out some of that funk. Yeah.
Went in again. You gotta be careful, man. That's hot.
Bring it, Jeff. Yeah, thanks for that cheesy top. Yeah, Jeff. Come on, Jeff. Come on.
Well,
Well, we did it,
what?
didn't we?
you did it.
You done did it?
Even with all that pestering, it came out perfect. It's unctuous. The sherry onion flavor is outstanding.
Right,
It's
gotta have that cherry.
It so reminds me of a French onion soup.
It really does, doesn't
Dare I say, I'd prefer this than a really genuine French onion
That's
soup.
interesting. I like that.
Because this is such a bang of flavor, and the croutons you did extra crispy. It's really 2 or 3 keys in this: the sherry, the croutons, and the pasta's cooked perfectly.
It makes you want to add noodles to your French onion soup.
It is so delicious.
Yeah.